All right, this is like take 7 of this video. Oh. What's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon Cook. Thank you so much for tuning into this YouTube video. In celebration of one of my first videos to reach 1 million views, I decided to make a YouTube video on celebrities that you did or did not know that were mixed. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, well, why does that matter? As a person who is considered mixed or biracial or multiracial, growing up in the South of the United States, Durham, North Carolina to be specific, and if you're from Durham, leave a Bull City in the comments. It was an interesting time growing up. Being a mixed individual, if you didn't know, my mom is Caucasian and my dad is African American. It's kind of funny in the comment section, somebody read, I know this guy, both his parents are light-skinned blacks, he's not mixed, I know what mixed people look like, blah, 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 which made me think to create this video. Growing up a lot of the times, I was either considered too white for the black kids and too black for the white kids. And I looked Puerto Rican, but I didn't speak Spanish, so it didn't fit in with the Spanish kids. So you kind of learn to adapt and just be who you are. Or at least some people that grow up mixed, they tend to cling to who people identify them as more so than who they actually are. A lot of the content that I have created has stemmed around mixed curly hair, growing up mixed, and things of that nature. And I thought, what better way to contribute to my friends and subscribers that are mixed than to create a video to show you that you're not alone, and there's so many celebrities that are mixed just like us that just may not look like people that are stereotypically mixed. And there's so many different versions of what being mixed is now that this is only a small portion of a large majority of people. So this particular video is primarily going to be focused on those that are mixed with being African American and Caucasian, or black and white if you're in the southern part of the United States. So with that being said, check out this list and let's get it popping. Here we go in no particular order. Number 1, Bob Marley. Now Bob Marley's mother was Afro-Jamaican and his father was Caucasian Jamaican. Bob Marley singing "Don't Worry About a Thing." He was mixed. President number 44, President Barack Obama, is also a mixed individual. Although he was considered the first black president, that is because he is part black, but he is in fact mixed. Now again, with being a mixed individual, I personally don't claim myself as white or black. I claim myself as mixed. Why do you ask? Well, for me personally, if I claim myself to be white, which I don't look white for one, I look more so Hispanic if anything. But if I were to claim white, that would completely disown my black family. And if I were to claim black, that kind of disowns my grandma and my mom and all that. And they're not black. So that is why I consider myself mixed. So for Barack Obama, the 44th president of the United States, that was a big deal for African Americans and anyone in our country in a celebration to see change and to see people that kind of identify and look like us. Barack Obama has a white mother and a black father. J. Cole, let me up on my left, let me up on my right, let me all of my. Yo, the most recent album he came out with, fire. J. Cole is in fact mixed as well. J. Cole has a Caucasian mother and African American father. And a quote taken from some of the information that I gathered from this BET website says that J. Cole said, "I never felt white. I don't know what that feels like exactly. I can identify, but never have I felt like I'm one of them. Not that I wanted to or tried to, but it just was what it was. I identify more with what I look like because that's how I got treated." Well, makes sense. But again, J. Cole, North Carolina, Fate Nom, what up fam, NC in the building, is mixed. Tiny, you know, T.I. and Tiny, or from their reality show, Tiny and Toya. In their reality show was the first time that people knew that she actually had a white mother. Tiny is mixed. Colin Kaepernick of the 49ers. Now, some of you may know Colin Kaepernick from the media, where he was kneeling in protest against police brutality. He has an African-American and Caucasian parent. Jesse Williams. Jesse Williams said, and I quote, "I have access to rooms and information. I am white and I am also black. I am an invisible man in a lot of these scenarios," Williams said, referring to Ralph Ellison classic. "I know how white people talk about black people. I know how black people talk about white folks. I know I am there and everyone speaks honestly around me." That is also an interesting perspective, or an interesting point about being mixed. You literally are on both sides of the spectrum. So you may see, like in the United States, there may be like racial things going on, but being a mixed individual, when your mom is white and your family is white and your dad's black and your vice versa, you hear both sides of the story. And so you're in the middle, and so you can kind of relate to both. Tell me what's really going on. Drizzy Drake, I've been it. I'm ready. What's happening? Multi-million-dollar platinum recording artist. I don't know, he's probably like beyond platinum by now. But Drake, he's mixed. He's seen him posting pictures of his dad and his mom. Obviously, he's mixed as well. Maya, the R&B singer, she says, and I quote, "She was teased for being biracial. There was a time in my life where I wasn't popular and accepted by kids in school. I was made fun of with braces and kinky hair, and being from a multicultural family," she said. Now Maya seems perfectly comfortable in her skin. Maya, you're doing big things. Faith Evans. Faith Evans is also mixed. Alicia Keys. To be honest, between you and me, I had this huge crush on her when I was younger. Like, I loved Alicia Keys. I thought she was just like everything. Like, ah. Grammy Award-winning Alicia Keys has both black and white parents. But she knows she's not seen as biracial because people may see her as more of a light-skinned African-American, according to what this BET article says. It says, and I quote, "My mixed race background made me a broad person, able to relate to different cultures, but any woman of color, even a mixed color, is seen as black in America. So that's how I regard myself." And that's quite all right, Alicia. It's quite all right. Alicia is mixed. Country artist Kane Brown. Kane Brown. Y'all hear me there, folks. Kane Brown. Kane Brown. He's mixed. Kane Brown is a mixed country singer. Kane Brown is from Georgia and Chattanooga, Tennessee. He considers himself as multiracial. He has a Caucasian mother and an African-American with Cherokee father. Halle Berry! Halle Berry! Halle Berry. Halle Berry is one of the first mixed women that I'm familiar with in the media. And she had this to say in an interview, but she told a story about when she was growing up and how it was, which is interesting. Like, for me personally, it was different. Like, growing up in the 90s, I was born in 91, so it was different growing up then than versus now. I feel like it's more prevalent that there's more mixed kids and things like that. But back then, it was like, I felt like this unicorn, you know? How high can you sing? Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is mixed. Mariah Carey's mother is Caucasian and her father is African-American and Venezuelan. Mariah Carey. Beautiful soul. Sorry, Alicia Keys. I also had a crush on her. She is mixed. Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter's mother is Caucasian and father is African American, if you didn't know. Shamar Moore. I've had this a lot. A lot of people say that I love this dude. I think, doesn't he play in like CSI? I believe he plays. Or is it Blue Bloods? Comment below if you're familiar with the show, but I know I saw it on TV when I cut my hair short and cut my beard short. Shamar Moore is mixed. His mother is Caucasian and father is African American. Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson is Caucasian and African American. Honestly, everyone is so diverse. Like, we stem from all different parts. Like, you can't really put a finger on one place where people are from. So you might have German background and Scottish background and Spanish background and African and Jamaican and whatever. But like in the South of the United States, people simplistically looked at you and said, you're black and white. Kind of like looking at colored pencils or a Crayola crayon box and just looking at the colors and be like, you're black and white. It don't matter, kind of thing. Or you're black or you're white or whatever. Or some people even were considered by the one drop rule. If you were any percentage of black, we call you black. And that was like back in the day. And some people still stick to that to this day. And so Jordin Sparks. Jordin Sparks is Caucasian of German, English, Scottish, and Norwegian descent. Her father, known as PJ, is African American. Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin's mother is Caucasian, and his father is of African American descent, Haitian. Tia and Tamara. Sister, sister. Tia and Tamara's mother is African American of Afro-Bahamian descent, and her father is Caucasian of English descent. LaMelo, Lonzo, and LiAngelo Ball are all three mixed. Also, just want to throw this out here, Shane Battier, who played for Duke, I'm a Duke fan, from Durham, North Carolina, obviously Duke fan. He is also mixed. Grant Hill, he's also mixed. African American, Caucasian. Super Duper Kyle, or known as Kyle. I remember his video Lemonade, filmed by Jacob Owens back in the day. He's a good artist, he's a good guy. Kyle is multiracial. He's mixed as well. Pete Wentz, you notice he straightens his hair? He's got curly hair. Pete Wentz, believe it or not, he is multiracial. He has it in his genetics. Probably a lot of us have it in our genetics, but Pete Wentz, he's mixed. If you can think of other mixed celebrities or other mixed individuals that are largely known, well-known people, please leave it in the comments. Also, if you are mixed and watching this, do you identify yourself as mixed, multiracial, biracial, white, or black? Just curious. Just curious. And the list goes on. I just want to give you guys maybe like 20 to 25, I'm not even sure what number we're at this point, of individuals that are also mixed, that are celebrities, or they have a name for themselves, or they may be mixed, but you didn't know they were mixed, and like they grew up just like you did, and maybe had a confusing time growing up and trying to identify with which race or ethnic background or culture that they want to identify with, and they're doing just fine. So thank you so much for the subscription to this channel. Thank you so much for the likes of these videos. Thank you so much for the comments below to engage with other people of this channel. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. And thank you so much for the views and sharing these type of videos with your friends and your family to get the word out there and help other people. Because that's the whole purpose I made this YouTube channel, is I just wanted to help people. And so if I'm not making videos, it's because I'm thinking of ways of how to make a better video to help people, or I'm helping people off camera. Subscribe, and thank you so much for supporting this channel. I hope you guys take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Thanks. Peace.